Hi, welcome. My name is Charles Heydon. I'm a nationally certified hypnotherapist. My website and this show is Success Secret Vault. What we're going to be talking about is what is this Success Secret Vault? What is this success secret that the super achievers have? One of the things that they do have, and everybody has this, is a desire. We all have desires. We all have goals that we want to achieve. Now, some of them are less than others. Let's say you have an urge to go get a Reese's. That's a goal. Now, it may be a small goal, and you may think it's insignificant, but it's a goal nevertheless. Then we have bigger goals in our lives that are cars, houses, family, relationships, children. These are bigger goals. Careers, wanting to earn $1 million plus. Now these are bigger goals. So what makes the person achieve the bigger goals? There's a mechanism in each and every one of us that tells us to either move forward or don't do it at all. Because we feel safer in the environment that we're in presently. Because when you move forward is change. And change is always scary. A new job. If you go on a new job, the first couple of days, you're nervous because you haven't settled into that environment. So when you have a desire or a goal, the first thing that happens is your mind starts to kind of like fool you into saying, well, I'm not comfortable with that goal because it's outside of my comfort zone. So when we have these goals and we have these desires, what we have to do is we have to work on changing the mind, changing how the mind thinks, changing how we feel. So when you have a goal and it's a higher goal than you're at right now, it's no different than, say, Donald Trump's goals or Warren Buffett's goals or the late Steve Jobs' goals. They all had goals, but one thing that they had was they made decisions on those goals. And that's the next thing that we're going to talk about is decisions. First of all, you have to have the desire or the goal. So when we're off the air and during the week, one of the things that I would like you to do is write down goals. They could be small goals, intermediate goals, even larger goals. And we're going to categorize those goals. And we're going to start with the smaller goals first. Because when you achieve a goal, the mind says, oh, I've achieved that. That's achievable. I can do that. And I can do that over and over and over again because I've learned how to do that. Now you want to move on to the next goal. If it's a little bit bigger, the mind says, well, I've achieved the smaller goal. Now I can achieve a little bit bigger goal. And that's how we get to those larger goals. If it's doubling your income or opening your own business or anything like that, we want to achieve those bigger goals. But first we have to, it's like crawling before you walk. You have to achieve the smaller goals. That way the belief system is there that you can achieve more and more and more. Then on the goals, you have to make those decisions. If you don't make the decision, if you say, no, I don't want to achieve that goal, and you don't go for it, that's still a decision, but it's more of a negative decision because we want to achieve more, because we are unlocking this success mechanism within us. And it's not necessarily monetary, but it could be anything you want. These are all goals. We have to unlock that vault and release what's inside to achieve our goals. So you have to make a decision. And your decision must be to move forward. If you stop, then the mind says, I did it. I won. I'm going to stay in my comfort zone and not move forward. So this is all part of our program, our programming as far as individuals, but this is all part of the program of the Success Secret Vault. This is just the beginning. These are 2 ideas and 2 portions of the system that you need to do to start believing in your success and achieving more. So we'll be right back. Welcome back, and I want to congratulate you on returning. This is a big decision for a lot of people because what I was just talking about, how the mind can trick us into not achieving our goals. And I'm not saying that people aren't successful, because you are 100% as successful as you've been taught to be. Where none of us are broken, you're not broken, everybody's operating 100% perfectly the way that we've been taught how to operate. So we've discussed desire and decision. The next one on our list is faith. Now faith is believing in something without even seeing it. If you're working a regular 8-hour day job and you're earning $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, and you want to achieve $1 million a year, that's outside of your internal world. It's on the outside. So everything on the outside of your experiences is unknown to the mind. It hasn't been experienced yet. And more than likely, you haven't seen your coworker achieve that $1 million status, not doing what they've been doing. So we've all been in the environment of working and wanting our desires. So the faith is believing in what's already out there, waiting for you to go to it. All success exists. It's already there. If you look around, you drive through upscale neighborhoods, Beverly Hills, or wherever you're living, the success is already there. The people who have achieved that success have moved toward that success and met with that success. The success didn't go to them. You hear stories all the time about people who achieve or get lucky in the lottery and they win several $1 million, and then several years later they're either back where they were or even worse, and it's a large percentage of people. Or people that inherit money that they haven't earned. This is part of that moving toward success. Success will not move toward you. If it does, and you haven't programmed your mind, then the mind says, I'm not comfortable here. I am more comfortable with my regular job that I've been at for 15 years. I know that. So that's part of my internal world, and that's what I want. So what it will do, it will self-sabotage and take all of that so-called or seeming success and break it down until you are right back down to where you were. That's what happens with people who win the lottery or get huge inheritances. They just aren't prepared. The mind isn't prepared for it. So the mind kind of flips out and says, I'm not comfortable here. I'm going to bring you back to where I am comfortable. So what we have to do is we have to combat that. It's kind of like having a child hiding around the corner ready to jump out and scare you. You don't know that the child is there, so when you go walk through the door, you're going to get startled. Well, with success, it's the same thing. If you don't know that the success is there, you're not going to achieve it. But if you do know, you can combat it. You can reach it. You can counteract it. But you have to have that faith. Faith is believing in something that you don't see. So that's going to be on any